Hello friends! This week we are doing a project that is based on the book ABC Dream. So do you remember when you were in kindergarten and you were learning the alphabet and you would look at a chart and you would say A is for apple, B is for ball? That's kind of what we're doing here, but in a more art way. So let's take a look inside the book. This is not a book that you read. This is an art book. So each page just has pictures on it, and the only letters are the big letters of the alphabet. So on each page they have different pictures, and the pictures are doing two things. First, they are all starting with the letter that's on the page. So arrow, apple, ants, they all start with an A. And they are being put together to be kind of like a dream. So sometimes in a dream things don't make sense when they're put together, so they're random things that are put together and they don't have the pictures separate. They're all interacting with each other. So the arrow is going through the apple, the ants are crawling on the A and they're crawling on the apple. So you want your pictures to interact and all start with the letter that's on the page. So let's go through and look here. So sometimes even the colors match with what letter is in here. Just gonna go through. So each page is designed kind of differently. They don't all have the same style. And things are going together. So in some of them, you'll see that the letters are blank and they don't do anything with the letters. In other ones, they make the letters into something. So for L, we have lion, leaves, lamb, and lace. They put lace in the letter. But then we have letters like this that have nothing. So when you're making yours, they can be black and white. You could use just pencil. You could add a little bit of color. If you look through here, you'll notice that there's not a lot of color. Like on this page, they only used one color to give it that pop of color. So you could do the whole thing black and white and then add color in just a small spot. That would look pretty cool. And sometimes, like in this one, the U word that they're using is not an object. So unicorn is an object, but then they also have the unicorn upside down. So that's still a U word, and there's not a picture for upside down. There's not a thing that represents upside down, but the unicorn is upside down. Okay, and that is the end of the book. And so this tells you all the words that were used on the page. Notice when you look at these that most of them have at least 3 words. Some of them have more, and only a couple of them have less. And that was probably because it was kind of hard to find words to go in there. So when you are making yours, you should do at least 2, but I would do more than that. So I'm going to show you my example. So I did B from Ms.B. You can do the first letter of your name. You can do the first letter of someone else's name and then give the drawing to them. You know, whatever. The letter really doesn't matter as long as you're picking a letter. So my 3 things that I put in here, I have a ballerina, books, and bees. And remember, we wanted your things to interact with each other, right? So I have my books on my B, so that's interacting with that B. And then I have another book open here, and the bees are coming out of the book, which is kind of dreamlike. That doesn't happen in real life, but that could happen in a dream. And then the bees are swarming around the ballerina. So I only did pencil, like I said. I could go back in and I could add more color to this. I could trace over the lines with permanent marker. I could paint on it. It really doesn't matter how you add color or if you add color. Also, when you are drawing your letter, you should draw your letter nice and big like they do in the book, and try to make it look as neat as possible. Now, in the book, they picked a style of writing that I did similar to the book, but you don't have to do that style. This is your artwork. You can pick a different style. Something that you could look up online would be fonts, so that you could find different styles of writing that maybe you want to do your letters in. Right? So happy creating, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.